Hello students. Today we are starting with EVS-1 chapter 12 Food for All part 4. Food storage and conservation of environment. So like human beings, other living things also store their food and each of them has a different way of doing it. Insect like ants store food. The bees also collect the nectar from the flowers and store it in the honeycomb, in the form of honey. Also, the squirrels store their seeds because these animals store food. It is available to them when they need it. All the time, plants are busy producing their food. Even so, there are some plants that store food. There are also some plants who store food. You are familiar with the bulbs of plants such as onions, garlics, tubers. Also, tubers such as potatoes, gingers, etc. These are the parts of the stem. Radish, sweet potato, beetroot are the roots of their plant. These plants store food in their stem or the roots. We too store food in our homes according to our need. In India, due to improved methods of cultivation, we now produce plenty of food grains and the production exceeds the demand and the surplus food grain is stored in the huge warehouses. So now we have a proper adequate quantity of food and the good amount is stored in the huge warehouses. Sometimes the production is affected by some disaster because of the floods, droughts, cyclones, hailstorms. Due to this, there are no proper crops and we don't get grains. At such time, the stored surplus grain, the extra grain which are stored in the warehouses, can be used for the people, and it can also be used for the people displaced due to the earthquake, disasters like earthquake. As sometimes the government announces that there is some cyclone and the people staying near the beach or the seashore are displaced to some safe place and there they need food. So at this time, the food store in the warehouses can be used. The Green Revolution. Today, our country is self-reliant as far as production and the food grain is concerned. We are self-reliant. We are not dependent on anyone else in as concerned to the production and the food grain. We are also able to export the extra grain, the surplus grain, and the tremendous increase in the food grain production in our country was achieved by the Green Revolution, and it was brought about by the joint efforts of the scientists and the people working for the spread of science and farmers. The credit for the research that led to improvement in the seeds of wheat and rice are because of the Green Revolution, and the credit goes to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. So he is the one who has started the Green Revolution. Food security. As we all know, food is the basic need. Many countries have made many laws to ensure that each and every person gets a sufficient food according to their needs. And these laws are known as food security law. Also in our country, 2013, a food security law was enacted and it had made hunger. So because of this food security law, our country is able to fight against the disease like malnutrition, starvation. Farmers are given information and guidance about the latest technology, irrigation facilities. Farmers are given various information about the use of fertilizers, pesticides, and they can also get weather forecast and other agricultural related information through these programs. In addition, agricultural schools have also been started for the farmers And the members of farmers family can also learn new technologies of this school. So nowadays, most of the farmers use phone to get the proper market value for their crops. Agricultural produce marketing communities hold various exhibitions for these farmers as well. And the agricultural department of the government and the agricultural university also through televisions, newspaper and various work from different moderns can spread different methods of agriculture. And now it is possible for all the farmers to use these modern methods to increase production, and the whole country is benefited just because of this efforts. Here we come to an end of this chapter. I hope everyone has understood this chapter.